Hello everyone and welcome back to Jasmine's Crazy Cat Tarot. Today we are checking in with the energy of Jack and Lily Sullivan. Can we bring in the energy of Jack and Lily? They've been heavily on my mind today, so I just felt like doing an energy check-in just to see where the energy is at and what we can expect next. So, Spirit, let's tune in. Jack and Lily Sullivan, we have a live. And I was wondering about that earlier. I do feel like at least one of the children was alive when they left the property. But let's double check. We have aliens. 3 people could be significant. That kind of looks like the place they live. I know it's kind of more of a trailer, but yeah, kind of with the forestry in the background. Okay, so like a story, a sci-fi, legal proceedings. Okay, so possibly the reason for all of this happening could have been that someone was worried Jack and Lily would be taken from them, from the court, from CPS. So they had to make them disappear. But let's see. Jack and Lily Sullivan. What do we need to know about the energy? We have jealousy. And there's blood here. And the red shoes. Wooded area. Was someone creeping in a wooded area? The red shoe, that's a conspiracy of some sort. We also have justice. And if you're in the club, you're in the club. So signs and symbols are hidden in plain sight. But justice is in and within the energy. So perhaps that means legal proceedings, justice will be coming soon. Something could be found in a wooded area, or this could represent the items that were in or planted even in the woods. We also have missing. Yeah. So something about a message being sent. And this always comes up in regards to Malaya. So I feel like Malaya was the one who made the children disappear. I do feel like at the time they were alive. We have picked up on energy of possibly sedating the children, but overdose, I'm not sure. It's always felt a little bit more dark and twisted than that. Yeah, I'm hearing a song Runaway by Kanye West. I always do something wrong. You've been putting up with me for way too long. Okay, so yeah, someone was just fed up. This is reminding me of the screenshot I took earlier before I forget. Something about the fetal position, motherly energy in thy womb. 10 of Swords. So this is conflict. I feel like this is Malaya feeling attacked. And it's like, in a way, she wanted to protect her children like a mother would. But something went wrong. Someone was deceived or duped or tricked. Something was unclear. Okay, so Jack and Lily Sullivan. What is the current energy right now? We have the High Priestess, secret knowledge or hidden knowledge. This could also be occult related. This is literally wasted talent and misplaced trust. So I feel like Malaya thought she had a plan in action and this was hidden. Maybe only she had this secret knowledge. But she put her faith in the wrong person. And instead of being on her side, it's like they tricked or duped her. And instead of the children just being in hiding, they were missing in action. So let's see the energy around Lily and Jack Sullivan. what happened? Because this is so unclear. We have the Seven of Pentacles. This could be the energy of weed, literally. But someone is no saint. And someone could have been growing or dealing. Even growing. I already said growing. So there was speculation about Daniel possibly creating things, and it might be more dangerous than weed, but maybe this was someone connected to this, someone who's a dealer or a trafficker of drugs or something else, Judgment in reverse. So this is confirming that Malaya thought she had a plan in action, and she gives that black cat energy. She's very mysterious. Everyone knows what she wants, or everyone wants to know what she wants to know, but she doesn't want everyone to know. So yeah, she keeps it to herself because she feels duped, and that's why she feels such sorrow, because she was trying to help. But as they say, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. She was trying, but something went wrong, and somebody did her wrong or did her dirty. In a sense, this wants to come. These two want to come. Yeah, I'm also hearing highway to hell. We have the Hermit, and we also have death in reverse. And yeah, look, she's drinking poison. Very interesting. So this could be Malaya sedating the children. You're going on a trip, you're going to school, and that came in a spirit box session. I've done a few, and to me, I've always just had the energy that she got them ready when no one else was up or awake, told them it was time for school, but she could have given them something to keep them calm and relaxed, but not necessarily told them where they were going. Yeah, it's like she told them they were waiting on the school bus, but she made a wrong judgment. Maybe this was someone that they knew, but they didn't really know. There's something underground going on that not everyone is aware of unless you're in the game per se. So this is literally Malaya being alone because of an unexpected change of plans. She had a plan, but things didn't go to plan, and now she wants to hide away because she feels like she got herself into a mess that she can't clean up, and she doesn't want the world to see what's going on with her. Yeah. Back of deck, we have the Six of Cups in reverse. So this could be Daniel reaching out, wanting her back, and this is her just saying, no way, I'm not going back to the past. I have to have a new beginning after this unexpected change. Yeah, so it all goes back to Malaya. So let's get the angel and ancestor cards, and let's see if we can get a little bit more about the location. But with that fetus energy I was picking up, in Mi'kmaq tradition, my apologies if I pronounce it wrong, I'm Irish, we pronounce everything strangely, but in the traditions, people are wrapped up and put inside kind of shrouds or something. We have seer. Okay, we also have hunter. So see beyond the current circumstances. So the wool was pulled over Malaya's eyes, and now she wants to stay hidden and stay under that rock because she can't face reality. Track down your fears and desires. So someone could be a good hunter and a stag. Yeah. So this is giving a fatherly energy because fathers go out and hunt to provide for their family, and they are the stag, they protect. But the signs and the symbols and the leaves, again, the spirit box did pick up that leaves would be in Lily's throat in particular. The direction guardian, choose your path. Yeah, so Malaya had to make a choice. She made the wrong choice. Now she has to deal with the consequences, and she'd just rather not do it in public. She feels like she's done enough damage as it is. And now Daniel feels like he has to fight his ground as the stepfather. But this is giving leader of the pack, and it feels like Malaya didn't want to be a part of Daniel's pack anymore, so she went back to source. Whoa. Her father. I do feel like something to do with her father could be significant. Her father's family. Maybe she's with her father now. Can I get more on the location of Jack and Lilly? Please and thank you, Lord. Take charge with authority. So an authority figure. Someone could be an earth sign. I don't know people's signs. I do know Jack was a Scorpio. Like me, is a Scorpio. But I feel like if the children were alive, they could be produced. And because we've seen no proof of life, something went wrong, even if it wasn't the plan initially. Warrior. So someone's trying to stand strong in the face of adversity. We have the stag again. Trust and thrive. Location, Jack and Lilly Sullivan, shaman, trust in the higher forces. And this is giving Micmac, indigenous vibes. Can any of you tell me the locations of the reserves, the Micmac reserves, whether that be in Nova Scotia or even across the pond, I'm hearing? And my mind is going to London, Ontario, Cape Breton. I'm thinking of Kenley Matheson. It's his 33-year anniversary today, and he's come through for Jack and Lilly many times. Of course, they're in the same district, but he's saying something about the road. There's a Matheson Road, and that could be significant as to the route or the way, as to the direction in which the children were taken. Because they didn't get to this place by themselves. There were higher forces at play. Okay, we also have Father Sky, trust in the unknown. And we also have the eagle here. And this is making me think of Kenley's energy, because he comes through as an eagle. But it's making me think of ospreys also. In my first ever reading of Jack and Lilly, in the dictionary we picked up osprey, so a sea eagle could be significant. Can any of you tell me any reservations that are close to the sea? Something between land and sea, because we've picked this up before and I feel like their location could be there, and I do feel like whatever happened to them, they were still honored in regards to sacred traditions. So put in some sort of fur or shroud, leaves, nature, things of that matter. So yeah, I do feel like wherever they are, they're not on the 3D, but they are somewhere sacred. And I've picked this up since day one. And God is watching and divine forces are at play. So I do feel like Spirit is guiding people to find Jack and Lilly, and they come through very strong and they want to be found. But I do feel like they're with God now. Can I get a little bit more location confirmations? We're going to use the real life tarot deck. And as I've said before, I don't know what any of the cards are meant to represent, so I kind of just use them as picture cards. And sometimes I think reading for children, the more simple, the better, because sometimes it's the simple things that can really make us think or break the case. We have the weed plant again, mountains. We have gotten Jack on a mountain before from the EVP. So this is just, putting all these little clues together in order to see the bigger picture. This is what Spirit wants us to do, and the energy is chaotic. There could be chaos magic, or the energy could be protected by higher forces. there's a very spiritual element, but I feel like Malaya was maybe gaslit or tricked. I don't know if it would be by her own father, but it's like someone with authority, someone who calls the shots, takes charge. Yeah, because that's antlers again. So Jack and Lilly Sullivan, can we get more location clues, please and thank you? Okay, this says student loan in reverse. Okay, so something about money being paid back. Did Malaya owe someone money, or was this for monetary gain of some sort? Is this why someone betrayed Malaya? We have nausea in reverse. Yeah, so this is like a car seat or a plane. So someone felt sick. We've actually picked up that Jack was feeling sick in a car. So whose car is my question. We have the ghost. Someone from the past who re-emerged, reappeared. And I'm going to put in screenshots of the screenshots. I'm going to put in screenshots of the screenshots. My mind is just going in all different directions, and I feel like this is a collective energy when people are trying to read for this case. But there's a tree. The Micmac traditions are, if there's a burial or a funeral waiting to happen, sometimes wood, rocks, leaves, they can all be gathered together, and the body could be left there while they're preparing something. So a ghost from the past, someone could be haunted from the past. But I do feel like there's a sacred tree, sacred wood, maybe Hollywood, magic with a K. Okay, the fidget spinner. So someone's worried about getting caught. We also have holier than thou in reverse. So it's like a mix of something sacred, something chaotic, and something very dark indeed. We do have a live. And like a lot of people may think, I don't think both children died at home. I do think there was other factors and forces at play. And I just feel like whatever went wrong, it had to be the same fate for both children. We have a blender, whoa, in reverse, and mom, the microdoser. So something about mushrooms could be very significant. There could be mushrooms around where they are. But the children love their mom, and we have catfish in reverse. So I do feel like Malaya knew who this was, and maybe she was reconnecting with a ghost from the past, whether this was romantically or this could have been her own father coming back into her life. And she placed her trust in the wrong person, and now everything has just cracked, and she's in this Queen of Swords energy. And look, wow, I feel like the children were wrapped in things. There's the mushrooms again, and a sacred service, a secret service, and the mama is in the middle of all of this. And maybe she owed a lot of money to the wrong people, but her reality, her present moment was smashed in a moment, and now she wants to curl up and cry, and she needs that motherly love. And it's like a final act of motherly love to at least make sure the children are somewhere safe and sacred where they can't be disturbed. And this is Malaya holding strong, not feeling the need to explain herself. The Eight of Swords in reverse. And the Eight of Swords is literally being furious with yourself. So she's so furious with herself for trusting the wrong people and not trusting her instincts or trusting herself as a mother, that now she wants to hide away because she's in anguish and sorrow, and she told us this. So we also have the Eight of Cups. She's walked away from what once was, but she feels like her plans and everything she had in her mind, these sweet dreams, turned into a living nightmare. So as I said, the road to hell is filled with good intentions. And yeah, I'm thinking of highway to hell on a motorbike. So yeah, it's like she went straight to hell. There's the devil. Speak of the devil and he shall appear. Yeah, so look, just try. And there's a little boy and a little girl. So it's like the devil got his hands on the children, because the devil deceives and he can try to mimic the father. Yeah, so this is either a father or someone who is a mimic, someone who says one thing in order to have their wicked way. Okay, so let's get some spirit animal advice before we go. And we may get a quick word in the dictionary. So we've got the white raven spirit, trust in the magic. So definitely magic energy, but I'm thinking it's more the bad kind. Jack and Lilly Sullivan. What needs to be done in order to find Lilly and Jack? We have the whale spirit, trust the great mystery. So divine forces are at play. Thank you, spirit. Pig spirit, use your mind wisely. Okay, so connect the dots. Follow the money. Something about money is significant. How can Jack and Lilly Sullivan be found, please? And thank you, spirit. So I kind of want them to fall. Okay, we've got the panther spirit, reclaim your power. So someone feels anything but powerful. We also have the elephant spirit, learn from the past, generational curses and generational trauma, setbacks. Dear spirit, bring a gentle touch. I do feel like Malaya is a gentle mother, but sometimes she could be too laid back and she sees what she wants to see, and she's good at burying her head in the sand when she needs to. So she wasn't looking out for her children in the way that she should have been. She was trying to not repeat the past, but it's like she went from the frying pan straight into the fire. So fire is significant. And in the first reading, I did channel the song Fire in Babylon. So that could be significant. Also, starfish spirit, open to infinite possibility, somewhere close to the sea. I do feel like they're in a sacred place, close to the sea, but possibly in between land and sea, if that makes sense. So it could be either or. Maybe the children are close together, but in different resting places. And yeah, let's see if the dictionary can give us more insight. But stars do come a lot. I've noticed even in other readings for the children. We have the bat spirit, a rebirth is assured. So yeah, Halloween could be significant. This is Jack's birthday. Jack and Lilly Sullivan. Can I get a word or two from the dictionary? Location. I've seen between members of the group, in fighting, in field. Okay, infidel, unbeliever, a pagan. Yeah, so this is black magic. Infirm, sick, weak, inflame. So fire is significant. Inflict. What was inflict and imposed on someone? Some sort of punishment, a bad influence. Someone was sick with the flu. Information, inform, infatuate. So someone was infatuated that their logic was mistaken. because we're not infallible, inextricable, impossible to separate, to escape from. Yeah. So the children went somewhere together, but this was planned. They didn't do it on their own. They didn't just disappear by themselves. Industrial, inedible, ineffectual. Malaya wasn't satisfied. Indoctrinate, but she could be indoctrinated with something indiscriminate, done at random without careful thought. So this was sloppy, indiscreet, not as tactful as she would have liked it to be. Indian. So this is confirming to me that they are somewhere close to a reserve. And we have point out, reveal. So this is revealing this to me, at least. Indifferent, indigenous, yeah, a native community. Yeah, and I feel like they could be possibly protecting Malaya because they know she didn't mean for this to happen. But it's like Jack and Lilly somehow got into the wrong hands because someone wasn't careful enough to dot their I's, cross their T's, or make sure that they were in safe hands. Yeah, so maybe there was a middleman, and this middleman betrayed everyone, and everyone feels shared guilt, but that's why they're not going to, sell out anyone, because the pathway to hell is filled with good intentions. Can I get one more for Jack and Lilly? Thank you for the confirmation, Spirit, Jack and Lilly Sullivan. We have rut, stuck in a rut. Someone was ruthless, rye, sacrifice, a sack. So sometimes in the traditions, children can be put into sacks. And like I said, it's not so informal. They can be nice things. Also, feathers, fur. Let me show you. I've got some fur here. I feel like they could even be wrapped in something like fur like this. So, salvation, salvage, a salute, salt. So definitely near the sea, near water. Missing, safari, safe. Yeah. So she was sabotaged. Sabbath could be significant. And I just keep going back to sacrifice. The day that they went missing was a significant day. I can't remember exactly what it was, but something about the fires, the festival of the fires. That was the night they went missing. So did someone take advantage of that? Sage, magic, sailor, across the sea, possibly somewhere beyond the sea. I'm hearing samosa, sample, sanctuary, salesperson, saliva, same. And yeah, someone's a sadist. Safety belt in the car, sachet of something. But yeah, something was sabotaged, and this happened deliberately, and now Malaya is saddened and full of sorrow, stuck in a rut even worse than before. But what can she do except run away and hide and just hope that those who are around her will protect her? But she has a lot of guilt that she didn't protect her little boy and girl. And yeah, the Seven of Swords, something about buddy and feeling like you have to defend yourself to the world. This is literally like possession. So someone had bad intentions, but whoever this devil is, I'm not sure. It's hard to tell, but I'm thinking of devil daddy. So yeah, someone who lies and deceives in order to have their wicked way. And Malaya knows, but she's not going to say, because maybe she doesn't know what happened after they left her hands. But I do feel like she knows somehow where their resting place is. So what was taken was returned, but with a cost, with a price. Yeah, because when you make deals with the devil, he can give you everything that you want, but it comes with a cost, a consequence, and a price. And now Malaya certainly is paying the price. So thank you so much for being here. Let me know down below if you enjoyed this and what you think really happened to Jack and Lilly Sullivan, because I try to get direct answers to my questions, and I'm seeing leaves again and apples, lady. It all comes back to the mother, but this is being tempted by desire, kind of Adam, Eve, Lilith energy. And there's the sage, someone older and wiser, a tree and leaves and apples, and the ghosts will come back to haunt someone, even if for now they're safe. Energy is always changing. That's why it's good to check in with the energy now and again, even if we still can't get the direct answers. I do think there's a reason for that, and there's only so much information we can get when maybe the children are in a spiritual, maybe protected land that even the energy readers can't penetrate and zone in completely. But if we get a synopsis, I feel like the best place to start would be reservations close to the sea. And it doesn't have to be in Nova Scotia, because the sea could have been crossed at some point. So let me know down below what you think, and I hope to see and connect with all of you again in the next one. Until then, goodbye and God bless. Mwah.